Hi to all my starlights, welcome and mabuhay and welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Fern. I live and work in London, but before anything else, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I always upload new videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays, and please don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will be updated with all my new videos. And also my videos include beauty, health, fashion, luxuries, and lifestyle. And today's video is about shopping. As we all know that most of our luxury brands are going to be open next week, which is Monday, which is here Monday in London. So most of the shops here in London is gonna be open on Monday the 15th of June, and this is what we call the new normal of luxury shopping. So I have with me some list that I have note and that I have written down to inform all my viewers and subscribers what are the things that they need to know, informations and the do's and don'ts before when you go for your luxury shopping. I know everybody is been eager to go to their favorite luxury shops and brands in London, but I think it is important to know what are the important details and information that you need to know. And especially I have all this information that I have sent or I got it from my SA in Chanel in New Bond Street and Louis Vuitton as well, and in Selfridges. So these are all the informations that I need to share with you guys and with all my starlights. Okay, so before anything else, so this video is about the luxury shopping, which is the new normal of luxury shopping, not only here in UK, but I think in the whole world, wherever you are in your own country, if you are into fashion, and then any of the brands or that your favorite, that you're fun with, they're having a new normal kind of guidelines and rules that we need as shopper we need to abide with. Okay, so let me start the do's and to remember. So these are the things that you need to remember. Okay, so do remember that the main priority of every shop or every store are the health and safety of clients and employees. So that's the number one. That's number one rules. Okay, after all, we don't want to get the virus. We will have to contain. We will have not to contaminate or cross-contaminate every people when we shop. So we have to be very mindful with ourselves and with others. Okay, so safety is the main concern of every shop, in every store, especially the clients and employee as well. Okay, so that's the number one. Okay, number two is do remember that safety measures is a must. Okay, so it's always a must. We always hear this on the radio, on the TV, newspapers, and in our government's guidelines about the safety measures. So what are those? We have where you have to wear your mask or face covering. So you have to have any sort of like face covering. Okay, so either way, you can wear gloves if you want to, but be careful when you are wearing gloves because you don't want to self-contaminate yourself, and also make sure that you know how to dispose them. Okay, about the gloves, and hand gel or hand sanitizer, and also always obtain and maintain the 2 meters social distancing, which is a very important rules in order to not to contaminate or infect other people. Okay, so those are my number two. I'm going to write all of this in all my description and my links, and I'll also feature this while I'm talking in my video. And also do remember the safety measures, especially handling items when you're shopping. Okay, always ask for help or assistance. Okay, this is to avoid cross contaminations or infections. So for example, when you like to try on or go for fitting rooms, or you want to try on these clothes or the shoes, you must ask any shop assistants in there. So you just don't need to touch things. Avoid touching things when you're shopping. So they have their rules now. They have their strict rules when you're shopping now. So bear that in mind. So don't get offended. Always ask for assistance. And then also the shop assistants will be eager to help you. Just mention to them. Okay, so that is my number 3. And then my number 4 is do remember secure payments. So it is also very important that we must secure payments, like if you want to pay card or contactless. So bear in mind, all Starlights, that here in UK or in other country, they're using contactless now. So they have already increased some of the the available money that you can pay. For example, here in UK, some stores are allowing up to £50 of contactless. So in other country, maybe in America, they're using maybe more than $50 contactless, or more than $50 to $100. So I'm just assuming. Well, anyhow, the important is that you are using a contactless to avoid any cross-contamination as well. Okay, so number 5 is do remember to call your SA for personal appointment. Okay, this is to avoid disappointment. So if you are a shopper, a predominant shopper, or always shop in the store, and you are known to your SA, or you have your own SA, so book online or speak to them that you will have to book a personal appointment with them. So you have to book this ahead of time. You have to book it online in advance in order to avoid any disappointment. After all, when you go there, Starlights, in the store, you might not be seen, or there is a long queue, or there is a long line ahead of you, and you will just get disappointed. Okay, so, and also when you shop, because this is the new normal now of shopping, so allow plenty of time. So don't rush. So if you like to shop for the whole day, then make it for the whole day of your shopping with yourself or with your family, with your friends, so that you're not rushing, because at the end of the day, when you go out to go shopping, you need a plenty of time nowadays. Okay, so that is my number 5. And number 6, remember, as I said, my SA in Chanel in New Bond Street here in London, she was kindly sent me an email about the remote purchase available on their store. So there is a remote purchase available in their store. So if you don't want to go there in the store, your SA, your sales agents might be able to help you when regards to remote purchasing. Okay, so in that way, there is no any contact between you as a client and with the employee, at the same time avoiding any infection. And also bear in mind that all the delivery now is with no contact, so that is also important. So remote purchase is available. I think it's not only in Chanel but also in all luxury brands. So now that is my number 6. So ask your SA about it when you made a call about remote purchase with them. Okay, so number 7 is do visit their website, the store's website, the shop website, for further information, for further guidelines on shopping. So you can see all the frequent asked questions on their on the shop of the store. So you have to remember all of this, because it is very important that you need to know, and all the questions that they have already filed in, that they have already complied with it, and you might probably find your answers in there. So, or probably you can contact them as well. So number 8 is do bring your ID, especially for the NHS and social care worker like myself. Okay, I am working, I'm a healthcare professional working in NHS, so I always bring my ID with me in case, because it is very helpful. Sometimes I'm not bringing it for the purpose of jumping into the queue, but sometimes it's very important when I came from work or I need to work the next following day. So it just give me a little bit of time to do my shopping. And in that sense, you'll be able to with the healthcare professionals or the NHS worker, they'll be able to use the fast track entrance. So there is a fast track entrance for some of the shops in the stores. So you can ask any of the security guards or in the information desk about if you are NHS worker or a social care worker. Okay, so number 9 is do use escalator or stairs and maintain 2 meters distancing as well. So most of the lifts or the most of the lift now, I think it is mostly intended for wheelchair user, for push chair, or clients with mobility issues. So bear that one in mind as well. Okay, so number 10 is do avoid touching products while browsing or while shopping. Okay, so do avoid touching products while browsing, or do not touch products as much as you are doing your shopping. This is to avoid any infection and cross-contamination as well. You have always ask for assistance, especially for beauty products. Most tester now, beauty product testers are unavailable, as well as beauty appointments. So some of them are not available in the stores, but do always go to the information desk about this. Okay, so and most of the shop now, they are doing their demonstration. Okay, so you can ask your SA to demonstrate it for you and not yourselves. Okay, as I said, there is always a strict rules when it comes to shopping now. So your SA will be able to help you with your demonstration of the product, or assistance with the product. Okay, do ask them. Number 10 is do remember to bring small snacks or handy snacks or sweets, okay? Because most of the restaurants are mostly closed. So takeaway is the only possible and is the only option possible, okay? There is always a long queue or a long line ahead. So when you are shopping, make sure you have an extra snacks with you, a handy snacks for you to have in hand. Okay, so number 12 is do remember to shop assistance. Now in the toilet, okay, in the toilet, when you go for our facility in the toilet, there is always a presence of shop assistants now before you go into the toilet. So they are always assessing and also maintaining the 2 meters distancing. And also in every shop there is a roving security. So security guards are roving around, or any employee, and they are trying to implement the 2 meters distancing all the time. So make sure that you have, as a shopper, you have to comply with all of these rules of the stores. Okay, this is very important. Okay, and also do always bring your face covering, extra face covering, and also extra mask or extra hand gel. Okay, it's very important. Okay, remember here in central London now, most of the roads are most of the main road in central London are turned into bike lanes or bus lanes, so they have created most of the bike lanes. So for all the shoppers that they haven't been in central London, because I myself live in central London, and you can see that most of the central London roads now they have created, most of them are bike lanes. So they have already for example, from 4 lanes, they have already created 1 lane, or they have already occupied mostly of the bike lanes. So this is what I am talking about. And also there is a proposal that the congestion charge in London are going to increase, and I think they're going to implement that. So bear that in mind. You always check on the TfL website when you go shopping in London, especially when you go and take your cars with you. So don't get disappointed. I have already warned you. Most of the roads in London are turned into bike lanes and bus lanes. So, and you will see what I mean by that. Okay. And also, and don't just, and then this is the important, don't just turn up to go to the shop. Okay, this is nowadays now is always book an appointment, which is very important. I have to share with you all the messages from Louis Vuitton and also from Chanel and Selfridges about it. I'm going to post it in there, and I'm going to see, and there is always I'm going to find out in here that I'm going to read you example, especially from my from Louis Vuitton, and this said, from Louis Vuitton store. We are pleased to announce that our Louis Vuitton store in London, Birmingham, and Manchester and Leeds will reopen on Monday, 15th of June. We look forward for continuing our journey together. If you wish to arrange a dedicated personal appointment, you have the possibility to book online. So this is what I'm saying about Louis Vuitton, that if you have or known an SA with you in Louis Vuitton, make sure you have to book in advance an appointment. Okay, and also please be assured that Louis Vuitton is taking measures and to ensure the health and safety of all. Okay, so, and then also please mindful of social distancing, and then they provide hand sanitizer in all their store for clients to use, and you can always visit their website. Okay, so that is from Louis Vuitton, and this is from my SA from Chanel in New Bond Street, and she said to me, I just wanted to let you know that the New Bond Street Chanel are pleased to be offer remote purchase with no contact delivery for a selection of customers. Okay, so this was sent to me by my SA because I live here in London. So we have to continue with the health and safety measures in place to ensure that each product is handled and delivered safely. So that is from the Chanel SA, from my SA of Chanel. So we can take payment securely and use a delivery option and adhere to government health and safety guidelines. So there is always the stores in London, and all the shops in London are following the guidelines of the government. Okay, or else they will be penalized, or they will have to implement some rules and they need to follow. Okay, so, and then also she told me that I can visit the Chanel UK website. Okay, so that is from my Chanel, from my LV SA, what they have told me. Okay, so this is the important rules now that we need to consider, all my starlights, all my viewers, because it is important to stay healthy, to stay safe and well during the pandemic. So especially nowadays, we don't know how to handle this, but for me as a healthcare professional, I've seen it. I look after patients who had the COVID, and it is very awful, and I don't want you to get the illness or the disease or the virus. Okay, so as I said, this is Fern, and stay safe, stay well, and I hope I've given you some detailed information about the new normal of luxury shopping, and this is not only here in London but also in the whole wide world. And always continue to support me and click the notification bell, and do check all my videos so that you'll be always updated. Okay, until then, this is Fern, and good day and stay safe. Okay, thank you very much. Good day. Bye bye.